the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Nuggets in Denver. Well, for Denver, the season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play. But if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. Tonight, we get to watch Demar Derozan, one of the more prolific scorers in the game. And Shaq, he's doing it without being a major three-point threat.
MRA is always interesting when a guy's getting it done in different ways. MRA stands for mid-range assassin, in case you didn't know. Okay. And excellent on that shot.
Well, he draws the defenders off the double team. His dribble penetration is great.
What? Hey, come on. You're doing so many D's and B's there, man. I can't understand.
Well, I just
So what's he doing?
He's drawing double teams.
Uh-huh.
And
how's
when he
his
does
dribble
that,
penetration for Demar Derozan?
Oh, you almost
I almost bobbled
lost
that
it
one
too.
I almost bobbled the dribble.
The dribble penetration by Demar Derozan. That's pretty impressive. That's why I was trying to get it all out.
Yeah. You know a guy who never has any trouble getting any of those words out?
Who are you talking about?
Kevin Harlan.
Kevin Harlan.
Oh, y'all got me again.
Yeah,
I forgot who you were
forgetting about Kevin Harlan. Yeah.
The Nuggets have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court. Welcome to the Pepsi Center in Denver. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. And the Spurs looking for a positive start here on their road trip. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And they can put themselves into a great position in the season series by winning tonight. They've won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
Any win is important, especially when it's against a team in your conference. You know they want to win this one badly.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coaching wins last season. When asked about it, Pop said, "It's the most important thing in my life. My grandchildren can take a hike." I don't think he was being serious, guys.
Great stuff, D.A., thanks. Tonight featuring backcourts that can absolutely, Steve, light it up. When you were playing, who are some of the toughest guards to defend in the NBA?
Well, Kevin, first you say the Michael Jordans, but the quick guards, because I was a 6'8", kind of methodical, slow guy. I didn't like the Iversons, the Muggsy Bogues, all those guys, they just running around. They were tough.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Denver. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for San Antonio, they've got Bledsoe. He's out there with DeRozan. Pau Gasol is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Bertans in at the 4 slot. Murray against Bledsoe. On the wing, DeRozan. Back to Bledsoe. 5 to shoot. Over Millsap. Rebound by the Nuggets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Murray dishes to Millsap. 3-pointer, Barton. Bledsoe with the rebound.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
Now here's DeRozan. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
One of the best mid-range shooters in the NBA, Demar Derozan makes a living from this spot.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
DeRozan against Harris. Over Harris. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
That kind of shot is something that DeRozan has worked hard on to make consistent.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Murray right side. Bucket is good.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm? And with the playmaking in Denver's front court, point guard Jamal Murray is free to hunt his shot. Very comfortable playing off the ball.
One shot.
And you look at Jamal Murray's assist numbers, he's more like a two-guard.
Well, he's kind of a combo, 6'4", 6'5"-ish, but you can't have enough shooting, and he's got a quick trigger.
Now here's Middleton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Denver. And the basket by DeRozan.
That's just too easy. DeMar getting the shot he wants and where he wants.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Barton against Middleton. Harris inside the line. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots. A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
Buries it down low. Harris has got 5 now. Spurs trail by 4. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots a fader. That one goes in. He's got 8. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Harris finds Millsap. Gasol against Jokic. Murray outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And it's 6 points for Jamal Murray.
Have to respect the range of Murray. He just nails shots from this distance.
And there's the pass to DeRozan. Over Harris. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Martin with it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Demar Derozan. That's his first foul. Millsap kicks to Barton. Harris against DeRozan. And it's Harris off the drive.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
Obviously, the Spurs went through a number of lineups last season. Younger guys filling major roles. Big shift for this organization.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
Bledsoe kicks to Bertans. Bledsoe outside. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And despite the changeover, the Spurs still managed to take care of the basketball.
4th in the league in fewest turnovers from a young group. Popovich demands efficiency.
Now, Steve, you can see it. Some players starting to feel the fatigue of a long season. How much you think is from the travel aspect of being a player in the NBA?
Kevin, I think it's a lot about the travel. The travel is a grind, and I think being able to sleep on planes, that is an art. I couldn't do that, and I think that's where guys are trying to find different ways where they're comfortable getting a lot of rest on planes, but you got to find a way once you get to that city to, I guess, have some discipline where you can stay in, not go out to dinners, and spend a lot of times using that time to recover.
Free throw good, Murray.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so Murray nails both of them. Spurs trail by 6. Bledsoe outside. Kicks it to Derozan. Over Murray. And it's good off the back rim and in. And that's now 10 points for Demar Derozan.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Harris against DeRozan. Barton wide open. He fires. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
DeRozan and finished off by DeRozan.
Well, we're seeing the defense make adjustments, but DeRozan is making great reads, finding ways to counter.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Well, last season, Demar Derozan, one of the handful of NBA players, Steve, who bravely spoke out about mental health and how it impacts them personally.
Yeah, had a great column in which he talked about his depression and anxiety. Never easy for a star athlete or anyone to be so frank about that kind of subject. Takes a lot of courage to do that, and DeRozan was rightfully applauded for his honesty.
Millsap misses.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
Rosen dishes to Bledsoe. Pass to Gasol. Spurs passing it around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
And that one falls for Middleton. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Middleton hits them both. Denver leading by 3. Murray kicks to Millsap. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Harris outside. The 19-foot shot, good on the shot. Harris has got 9 points.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Bledsoe for 3, drills the three-pointer.
Well, early on, neither team putting much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game planning on both sides has been effective early on.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. A different look for Denver. Trey Lyles comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Jamal Murray. San Antonio also making some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. And it's Belinelli in for Chris Middleton. Here's Thomas. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio. The kick out to Barton. Here's Jokic. It's good. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Passes it to Derozan. The 10-footer will not go. This is off the front iron. The Nuggets leading by 4. On the wing, Harris. No good on the triple. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's DeRozan. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
And Thomas, here we go. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play. And it's been a tough past season and a half for Isaiah Thomas. Traded from Boston to Cleveland and then once again traded to the Lakers. Rare to see a guy get traded twice in a season following an MVP caliber performance like he had back in 2017.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Hernan Gomez comes in for Will Barton. And it's Beasley in for Harris.
One shot.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. And it takes a certain team for Thomas to fit in with well. Wasn't the case, though, with the Cavs.
Yeah, Thomas is a point guard, not a pass guard. He's a guy that's going to look to score more than anything else. And it didn't quite work with the Cavs, but you put him in an up-tempo offense, that young man can flourish. Still young enough and is with a team more suited, I think, for his skills now. I bet he has a big bounce-back year.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. The Nuggets with another miss.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
Walker finds Mills. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's his first foul. Feeds it to Poeltl. Left side, Walker. Just 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Beasley kicks to Lyles. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Thomas with the ball. Belinelli is covering. Thomas passes to Plumlee. And he banks in the layup. Plumlee's got his first points of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Mills. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. Belinelli against Beasley. High post try. Off the left rim and out.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
You know, with that much room, you don't lay it up. You throw it down like you've been disrespected.
Got a piece of it. Beasley kicks to Thomas. A rebound by the Spurs. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
Now off the inbound. That one off the back iron and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Walker the pass to Pirtle. The three from Mills. Plumlee with the rebound. Denver leading by 4. And here is Hernan Gomez. The fader. Belinelli pulls it in. We've got 1:18 left in the first. Now the pass to Walker. He kicks it to Mills. Clock at 6. Back to Pirtle. Walker in the corner. Pass to Mills. They could use a bucket. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Mills has got his first 3 points of the game. Beasley against Walker. Now here's Beasley. He's covered closely. Count it. Good. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now Mills. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Belinelli against Beasley. The shot by Belinelli. No good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Wiles kicks to Thomas. Shoots over Mills.
Proving he's not just a scorer. Patty's getting after it on the defensive end, disrupting the shooter's rhythm.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 3. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. The 5'9" Isaiah Thomas has made a career out of proving his doubters wrong.
Ever since I was a little boy, they always said, you're not going to be this good in high school. Then when I got to high school and played pretty well, they said, well, you're not going to do that good in college. And when I got to college, they said, well, the NBA, those guys are too big. They're too fast, too strong. The things you do in college won't work in the NBA. And I've just kept pushing ever since. I have a goal of mine, I want to be one of the best little guys to ever play the game.
Well, no question about it, Greg. Isaiah Thomas still plays with something to prove.
Definitely what drives him. I mean, hungry to show that he's a top player regardless of size.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Yeah, I mean, so many of their points coming in the paint that they're running the offense all the way through.
And you know their coach likes it, working for high percentage looks and converting them.
On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Belinelli, Mills out there with Pirtle, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, some have nicknamed center Nikola Jokic the Joker, and he does have a lighthearted approach. He said, this is not a job. I'm enjoying the game like a game of pickup basketball in my hometown. That's the mentality. No pressure. It's just a game. He feels that staying calm helps him succeed. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Now, here's Mills. Here's Belinelli. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Bertans. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Unloads from 13. And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nuggets. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. Murray's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Pau Gasol's checked in for San Antonio. It's stolen by Lyles. Murray kicks to Thomas. Back to Murray. Kicks it out to Beasley. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Murray, no good.
Rough start to this game. Hits one bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
Forbes dishes to Mills. Passes to Belinelli. Here is Forbes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Beasley, here we go. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Beasley's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Terrific use of his body to open up space on the inside.
Beasley against Belinelli. Kicks to Mills. Pass to Forbes. Over Thomas. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Back to Murray. And a fast break now for the Spurs. The 3 from Mills. Nailed from three-point land. Mills has got 6.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range.
Outside Thomas. The pass to Plumlee. Murray outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 11.
Oh, okay. It's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now here's Belinelli. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He kicks it to Mills. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. No good that time. And it's Denver the other way.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Here's Beasley. Again, the Nuggets score.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. Jamal Murray, number 1.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Well, we know, Steve, the GMs are in a tough position in this NBA. Trying to win, obviously, is the number 1 desire, but they got to balance everyone's view of the landscape. Winning now as opposed to looking what's best for the future.
And it's totally hard because we all understand what happens because you get penalized at the end of the year if you're not a team that's, pretty much locked in the playoffs. You almost want to lose games to get a chance to have a better chance to get a higher draft pick. I think this is something that over the course of the next few seasons, this will be looked at very closely.
Spurs trail by 9. For 3, Middleton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I love the vision by Demar Derozan. He found the wide open teammate.
Barton against DeRozan. Jokic passes to Murray. Dishes to Millsap. Can't connect from short range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
You have to put DeRozan on the short list for best finishers in the NBA. He is fearless going to the rack.
Millsap kicks to Murray. Jokic on top. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 6. Barton against Middleton, and it's San Antonio with another. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Back to Barton. Outside Millsap. They get it back. Murray surveying the D. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good work there as it goes.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
For Denver, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot, gentlemen.
Spurs trail by 7. Bledsoe with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
And San Antonio has possession. To the paint, Millsap with the steal. Here's Harris, and Gasol sends it back.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots.
Middleton outside. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Count it.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Overall, it hasn't been pretty for his team, but he has shot the ball well.
And last summer, after 9 terrific seasons in Toronto, Demar Derozan traded to San Antonio.
And guys, you have to feel for the sudden change for DeRozan. Gave Toronto some of their best years. At the same time, happy that DeRozan has gone to an organization that has proven success over the years.
That's good from Demar Derozan.
I mean, a terrific free throw shooter. DeRozan really pushes the action, looking to score and or get fouled.
Now here's Barton. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Jokic kicks to Barton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. A rebound by the Spurs. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
All the officials are all over that one.
Steve, when you look back at your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
You know, I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trailblazers. Those two teams, I think I had my best run.
The first one falls. Demar Derozan hits them both.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Over Gasol. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Here's DeRozan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
Now, here's Murray. 6-point lead. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the New York Knicks.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And Walker kicks to Bledsoe. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Bledsoe kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Gasol. Passes it to Walker. From 11 feet away, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Walker's got 5 points so far. Denver leading by 6. And here is Murray. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Here is Bledsoe, following the score by Jamal Murray. Back to Bledsoe. Offensive rebound. Gasol finds Bledsoe. Goes back up. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harris outside. Pass to Murray. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
Now here's DeRozan. Last time 45 points for him. Gasol with it. Now defended by Jokic. Walker against Millsap. Here's Gasol. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Not every center can do this. Gasol with the coordination and skills to excel on the catch and shoot.
Fadeaway. Demar Derozan grabs the board.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Bledsoe passes to DeRozan. Over Hernangomez. DeRozan's shot is off. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. There's the pass to Hernangomez. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And once he sets up that low, you really have to work to root him off the block.
Yeah, he has the grit to dig in and the skill to counter if you try to get physical with him.
Now here's Walker. He has 5 over Hernangomez. Rebound by Murray. 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Hernangomez. Murray kicks to Millsap. Over Middleton, and it's Denver scoring again.
Paul Millsap gives you very solid play on both ends, and he knocked down that short jumper.
Now here's DeRozan. Hernangomez covering. Right wing. Here's Bledsoe. Murray with the defensive effort. And so it's Denver 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Pop. Facing a deficit in the second half, what do you tell your guys?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and they've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Pop, thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He ended up with 19 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the boards. That's a hustle stat.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Demar Derozan so far.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Now Bledsoe, Harris, and Barton, the two wings. Inside, it's the talented pair of Millsap and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Here's Bertans. Shot from free throw range. They get it again. Gasol kicks to Bledsoe. And it's off from three-point range. Middleton against Barton. Pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. From outside, off the mark.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Bledsoe looking around. Pass to Middleton. Kicks to Derozan. Clock at 6. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists now tonight.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe. And Eric Bledsoe, a player who many thought might be a great fit in Milwaukee, but that wasn't the case.
And I'm not sure if it was a play style issue or something else. Fact is, they moved him in the offseason after only a half season of trying things out. Certainly one of the more surprising moves in a wild summer.
Bledsoe hits them both. Steve, we've heard the phrase speed kills, especially when trying to guard someone with a very explosive first step.
Westbrook, John Wall, Kemba, Kyrie, Isaiah Thomas, Giannis Antetokounmpo, those guys, they get up and down the court. There's so many young guys. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. Woo, I wish I had that speed, Kevin.
You did at one time. You did have that speed at one time.
Not at all. Not at all.
Tipped away. Stolen by Bledsoe. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Murray against Bledsoe. And Gasol comes to help. It's Barton on the wing. 6 to shoot. Over Middleton. Barton, no luck.
Really, a lack of focus coming out of the break. So far, they are 0 for 3.
Inside, DeRozan, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Will Barton.
This is no surprise. With his athleticism, DeRozan, one of the league's best at getting to the line.
For San Antonio, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. The Nuggets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Jakob comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Belinelli in for Chris Middleton. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Thomas dishes to Millsap. Back to Thomas. Puts up a 3. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. 8 points for Isaiah Thomas.
That's the shot they were looking for. After 3 straight misses coming out of the break, let's see if that sparks a rally.
Thomas against Bledsoe. Jokic with the steal. Offside Thomas. Knocks it loose. Jokic finds Thomas. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
And for Isaiah Thomas going into free agency, what he thought might be a big payday opportunity was, Greg, anything but that.
A few years ago, he was talking about backing up the Brinks truck. Had to take a deal to prove he can still play. Has had a tumultuous past few years, but this deal could work out for the team if he can get back to form.
Spurs trail by 11. San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for Denver.
And their guards have been the difference makers. This lead wouldn't be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for that backcourt. Those guys have been running wild.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pirtle with the ball. He's against Jokic. And DeRozan kicks to Belinelli. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Belinelli's got his first 3 points of the game. Denver leading by 8. Thomas with the ball. He's got 11. There's the pass to Barton. Shot clock at 6. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Barton's got 6.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 25. And here's Mills for 3. Barton with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Back to Thomas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Belinelli. That's his first foul. Plumlee is checked in for Nikola Jokic. And San Antonio also making a switch. Forbes checked in. Now here's Plumlee. He averages about 5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
That's what's extending this lead. The right plays, right time, and good finishing.
Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He kicks to Mills. Shoots over Lyles. Mills can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 13. And here is Thomas. 11 points in the game. Lyles passes to Barton. Now here's Thomas. Belinelli is covering. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound San Antonio.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
To the middle. Mills dishes to Forbes. Pass to Pirtle. The 3 from Mills. Cranes the three-pointer. Mills has got 9.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Here's Thomas, and Denver again with the bucket.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
Now Mills. He's got 9. It's Pirtle, top of the key. Passes it to Belinelli. Now Mills. Barton defending. Mills can't hit.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
Thomas finds Beasley. The offensive rebound and the dunk by Lyles.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Spurs trail by 14. Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now here's Belinelli. Tight defense on him. Over Hernangomez. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Mills with it. 9 points in the game so far. Here is Forbes. Back to Mills. Fires from the wing. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now, here is Hernangomez. Barton in the corner. A stupendous finish in traffic. Barton's got 8 points.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here's Belinelli. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. That's tipped. And here is Hernan Gomez. Plumlee, the pass to Barton. Count that bucket. Barton's got 7 now in this quarter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now Belinelli. Pass to Forbes to stop the run. And he's good on the 3-ball.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
Barton surveying the floor. Thomas goes in, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Marco Belinelli, a player who has always been able to light it up from outside.
And Belly has been on so many teams in his career, but is always a wanted commodity due to his shooting. Very quick and easy way to add outside shooting to a team. He can honestly play a long time just on how badly teams need shooting in our league.
First one falls for him. Denver making a switch here. Murray's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Pau Gasol is checked in for Bertina's. Chris Middleton comes in for Marco Belinelli. And Walker subbed in for Bryn Forbes. And both free throws good for Thomas. Mills with it. He's got 9. Middleton outside. Kicks it to Gasol. Trying to find Mills. Gets it to him. It's good. Mills has got 11 points.
One of the smallest men on the floor, Mills using his quickness against good interior defense.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Connects from 3-point range.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Walker against Murray. And Walker kicks to Mills. Middleton outside. And the pass to Gasol. Spurs working the ball around now. Walker's shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Murray. Pass to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Murray. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in free throw percentage. And he's one of the most creative passers in the game, ranked 3rd overall in assists per.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Middleton finds Mills. Walker in the corner. Mills looking it over. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. To the inside, Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Hernan Gomez has got his first bucket of the night. Spurs trail by 20. Now here's Mills. He's got 11. Gasol up top. Middleton outside. Clock at 6. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Middleton's got 12 points in the game.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thomas kicks to Murray. To the paint, here's Plumlee. Gasol with the rebound. Murray against Walker. Passes it to Mills. Back to Walker. Over Murray. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 18. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Nuggets leading by 18 on the floor for San Antonio. Chris Middleton is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Walker in at the 2 guard.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Kevin, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You've got to understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said.
Isaiah Thomas at the line for 2.
First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
Tough. He's just so hard to keep off the foul line when he pushes the action. I love his activity here in the second half.
DeRozan passes to Gasol. Walker against Murray. Pass to Bledsoe. From deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. The rebound by Gasol. Middleton against Harris. Shot's good by Bledsoe.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
The Nuggets leading by 18. Inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on him.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
One shot behind the legs.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And Jokic, Greg, said he was a fat point guard until he got taller.
Well, even now, Kevin, Jokic, not the most chiseled physique, but the point guard background makes sense. His playmaking for a center is off the charts.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Harris dishes to Thomas. Gasol with the steal. And DeRozan kicks to Bledsoe. Outside, Walker. When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
And the first one drops. Bertans, he's checked in for Walker. And both free throws good for Thomas. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Guard it.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. The pass to Bledsoe. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
DeRozan against Harris. DeRozan's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Deep two from Murray. That one a little long.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now here's Bledsoe. And it's good for two. Bledsoe's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Murray against Middleton. And here is Murray. Harris outside. Bledsoe against Barton. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 3. No problems knocking that one down. And the Nuggets lead by 19.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
And to do it in the fourth quarter, you're trying to extend the lead. He's making that happen.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And Barton throws it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now here's Bledsoe. And it's DeRozan at the elbow over Murray. And Demar Derozan the bucket on the assist by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. From 10 feet out, they get the rebound. And that one's good. Millsap.
When you look at Paul Millsap, not the tallest power forward, but has that terrific wingspan.
Bledsoe finds DeRozan. Gasol looking around. That 3 off the mark.
and you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
That one drops for him. 6 points for Millsap.
Ball Millsap, not the biggest, but he can get up and down.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to DeRozan. Over Harris. And he can't bank that one in. Murray against Middleton. Passes to Harris. He kicks to Millsap. Barton outside. Pass to Murray. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. The Spurs have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. There's the pass to Bertans. Lets it go from 11. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
The savvy and body control of DeRozan. It allows him to finish the play through contact and get to the line.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
One shot.
Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point. Here's Harris. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Bertans kicks to Gasol. Murray against Bledsoe. The shot off that time. Murray with the defensive effort. Bledsoe against Barton. Pass to Murray. Millsap with it. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. And here's Barton. Jacks up a 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Really smoking the Nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Here's DeRozan, takes the 12-footer and hits. DeRozan's got 34.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Pass to Jokic to the left wing. For 3, Murray can't hit that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And finished off by DeRozan.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Murray against Middleton. Here's Jokic. That one wide left.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
No good from Bledsoe.
And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Here's Barton. Harris outside. We've had a full season now, Steve, of the jersey-sponsored insignias and patches. Has become a reality in the NBA. Any thoughts on that so far?
I guess, Kevin, because I'm old school, I don't like seeing it on the jerseys. I like the clean look. I would love to see it on their warm-up jerseys. You know, obviously their warm-up jackets and pants. I just don't like seeing it on the jersey. But I don't think I'm going to win this one, Kevin. I think they are here to stay. I think they might even add more sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, the look they like is the look of money. Money, that's a good look.
That's the look
they get from those sponsorships, right? Thomas checked in for Denver. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Forbes kicks to Walker. And there's the pass to Medu. Here is Forbes. Pass to Mills. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And he gets the bucket. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Walker.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Outside Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Barton against Walker. Harris outside. 4 on the clock. Wing shot on the way. They grab their own miss. Jokic on the follow.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nuggets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jokic.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Trey Lyles comes in for Paul Millsap. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Will Barton. And it's Malik Beasley in for Gary Harris. Mills with the steal. Outside, Walker. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Forbes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
Now here's Thomas. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Over in the corner, Cunningham shoots over Lyles. And the first shot of the night for him missing. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long.